My beloved child, silence surrounds this moment because what approaches you was never meant to be loud. There is a stillness before impact, a pause before consequence, and this message enters exactly in that pause. What feels normal, routine, or familiar right now carries a hidden edge that demands your attention. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says this warning arrives not to frighten you but to stop your feet mid-step. A path you trust has been quietly altered, redirected by another hand while you were focused elsewhere. The danger is not obvious, because obvious danger would fail. Someone has prepared circumstances carefully. They counted on your habits, your goodwill, and your tendency to move forward without suspicion. This setup depends on your innocence, not your mistakes. You are being guided to read this now because delay would place you deeper into a situation that was never designed for your benefit. What you are about to do, agree to, or walk into is being watched more closely than you realize. Awareness at this moment changes everything. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 333 to activate immediate protection. My beloved child, this trap does not look like danger. It looks like cooperation, responsibility, or an opportunity that feels slightly urgent. Urgency is the hook being used against you. Someone wants you to act before you reflect. They want movement instead of consideration. Speed instead of clarity. This is not coincidence. Timing has been engineered to catch you when you are tired, distracted, or emotionally open. That is when traps succeed. My beloved child, step back internally even if you cannot step back physically yet. Slow your responses. Shorten your words. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 444 to slow the plan set against you. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says there is manipulation hidden beneath politeness. What is being offered comes with unseen conditions that will surface only after commitment. Once crossed, the line is difficult to uncross. This trap relies on documentation, witnesses, or misinterpretation. It is designed so that truth becomes complicated and defense becomes necessary. The goal is to put you in a position where explanation replaces freedom. Someone involved believes you will comply because you always have. They believe your consistency makes you predictable. Predictability is what they are using. Do not challenge openly. Do not accuse. Do not reveal suspicion. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 555 to remain unseen by harmful intent. My beloved child, distance is protection right now. Emotional distance, verbal distance, and physical distance where possible. Each layer weakens the structure built around you. You may feel pressure to justify hesitation. That pressure is confirmation. You own no one urgency. Your calm refusal to rush begins to fracture the plan. Those who set traps grow uneasy when timelines change. Their confidence fades when control slips. My beloved child, trust the discomfort you feel. That discomfort is clarity arriving without words. Ignoring it would cost more than listening ever will. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 666 to trust inner warning. My beloved child, there is a reason this message carries weight. The outcome of this trap would not be small. It would echo into your reputation, your freedom, or your peace. Someone is prepared to step back and let you take the fall. They have rehearsed innocence. They have prepared explanations. Do not give them the moment they need. Silence disrupts rehearsal. Delay disrupts narrative. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says protection now depends on restraint. Not action, not confrontation, not exposure. Restraint. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 777 to place restraint over reaction. My beloved child, the safest move right now may look like inaction. But it is not passive. It is strategic. What you avoid today protects your tomorrow. What you decline quietly dissolves danger. What you postpone collapses the structure entirely. The one who planned this did not anticipate your awareness. They did not anticipate interruption. This message is that interruption. Remain consistent in calm behavior. Do not alter routine suddenly. Do not share plans. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 888 to secure your path. My beloved child, there may be an attempt to provoke emotion next. Anger, sympathy, or guilt may be used. Emotion clouds perception. You are being guided to remain neutral. Neutrality is unreadable. Unreadable people cannot be trapped easily. Your silence is not weakness. It is protection. It is strength without display. My beloved child, stay grounded in facts, not stories. Facts protect when stories shift. Truth does not rush. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 999 to anchor in truth. My beloved child, this warning exists because your future holds responsibility. Anything that could compromise it is being blocked early. You are not meant to learn this lesson through loss. The trap weakens each moment you hesitate. It fades each time you choose clarity over compliance. Soon it will collapse entirely. 6. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give Super the Yornks, with contributions of up to $20. SE. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says walk slowly now. Think clearly. Speak little. 3 Superscript 3 Us in. What was meant to ensnare you cannot succeed once seen. Awareness breaks agreements made without consent. You are stepping out before the door closes. Remain alert, remain calm, remain protected. Nothing hidden can prevail against awakened discernment. You move forward safely because you chose to pause at the exact right moment. My beloved child, now that awareness has entered, the energy around you begins to shift subtly but unmistakably. The path that once felt straight now feels heavier, as if resistance has appeared where none existed before. This resistance is not blocking you, it is warning you. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the trap tightens only when you continue forward without pause. What was prepared depends on your cooperation more than you know. Without your participation, the entire structure weakens. Someone involved is growing alert. They sense hesitation and are adjusting their approach. Their calm exterior hides impatience underneath. You may notice repeated attempts to pull your attention back. Messages, reminders, or sudden urgency appear without clear reason. These are signals, not coincidences. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 111 to remain alert and guarded. My beloved child, the situation you are approaching has layers. What is visible is harmless, but what is hidden carries consequences. This dual nature is intentional. There is an expectation that you will explain yourself later. That expectation assumes you will already be involved. Avoidance prevents explanation. Silence now saves words later. Distance now saves effort later. Pause now saves freedom later. My beloved child, do not allow pressure to define your timing. Pressure is being applied because time favors you, not them. Every delay shifts balance back into your hands. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 222 to regain control of timing. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your intuition is sharper than ever. The uneasy feeling in your chest is not fear. It is recognition. You have seen patterns like this before, even if not consciously. Your spirit remembers what your mind is still processing. Trust that memory. Someone may attempt reassurance. They may minimize risk or exaggerate safety. Reassurance offered too quickly is often part of the design. Do not argue against reassurance. Simply disengage. Disengagement leaves nothing to manipulate. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 333 to trust inner discernment. My beloved child, the trap involves responsibility without authority. Blame without protection. Exposure without support. You are being guided away before commitment locks you in. Once commitment is made, withdrawal becomes complicated. That is why this pause is sacred. Observe how others behave when you slow down. Patience reveals intentions. Impatience exposes motives. My beloved child, remain steady in tone and action. Consistency confuses manipulation. Calm dissolves urgency. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 444 to remain unshaken. My beloved child, the plan against you begins to fray when you do nothing dramatic. No confrontation, no refusal, no agreement. Just measured response. Those who planned ahead depend on predictable reactions. Your unpredictability now is wisdom. They cannot adjust fast enough. You are not here to win an argument. You are here to avoid a consequence. Avoidance is victory in this season. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says protection surrounds restraint. Your future thanks you for what you do not do today. Your peace depends on this pause. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 555 to seal divine protection. My beloved child, continue watching quietly. Continue slowing gently. Continue listening inwardly. The trap loses strength with every moment you remain aware. Soon it will collapse under its own weight. You will walk past untouched, because you chose awareness over impulse. Remain calm, remain observant, remain protected. This path bends away from danger now. You are being guided safely, step by deliberate step. My beloved child, the moment you slowed down, something important began to happen beyond your sight. The structure built around you started to lose balance. What relied on your momentum now struggles to hold shape. You may feel a strange calm mixed with alertness. This is not relief yet, but control returning to your hands. Control arrives quietly when awareness stays steady. Those who expected compliance are now adjusting their tone. Their certainty weakens as your predictability fades. Uncertainty is their weakness. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 666 to stay steady and centered. My beloved child, watch how circumstances begin to contradict themselves. Details no longer align the way they once did. Small inconsistencies surface without effort. What was once presented as simple now requires explanation. What was once urgent now becomes flexible. This shift reveals intention more clearly than words ever could. Remain neutral in your responses. Neutral energy offers nothing to twist or misuse. Stillness keeps you invisible to manipulation. You are not required to correct confusion. Confusion benefits you now. Clarity arrives later without your involvement. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 777 to remain untouchable. My beloved child, the trap depends on escalation. Without escalation, it cannot complete its cycle. Your calm interrupts that cycle entirely. Someone may attempt to create emotional intensity. Emotion is the shortcut they need. Refuse that shortcut by remaining composed. Distance grows naturally when you stop feeding engagement. Messages shorten, invitations fade, pressure dissolves. This is retreat in real time. My beloved child, you are not being watched as closely now. Attention drifts when results fail to appear. This drift is protection unfolding. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 888 to allow retreat of harmful intent. My beloved child, what felt heavy days ago begins to feel less urgent now. That weight was never yours to carry. It belonged to the one who planned ahead without you. Your silence forces others to carry their own narrative alone. Without your participation, stories collapse. Without your reaction, blame has nowhere to land. Remain consistent in routine and demeanor. Normalcy strengthens your position quietly. Nothing looks suspicious when nothing changes. You are doing exactly what is required by doing very little. This restraint is not accidental. It is precision. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 999 to seal your restraint. My beloved child, time is now exposing what words tried to hide. Patience sharpens truth. Urgency dulls it. Those who meant harm begin to protect themselves instead. Focus shifts away from you naturally. This redirection confirms safety returning. Do not rush closure. Let distance complete the work you began with awareness. Completion does not need announcement. My beloved child, continue walking carefully but without fear. Fear is no longer necessary. You are ahead of what was meant to catch you. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 1111 to remain ahead and protected. This part closes with momentum shifting fully in your favor. What once advanced toward you is now dissolving behind you. Stay steady, stay quiet, and stay aware as the danger continues to fade. My beloved child, something decisive is happening now beneath the surface of events. What once felt carefully arranged now feels scattered and uncertain. The trap is no longer advancing, it is weakening. You may notice a reduction in intensity around you. Less urgency, fewer demands, and quieter interactions begin to replace pressure. This is not coincidence, it is collapse. Those who expected control are now managing damage. Their focus turns inward rather than outward. This shift removes you from their center of attention. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 12:12 to remain beyond reach. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says restraint has done its work. What you did not say mattered more than what you could have said. What you did not do protected you more than action ever could. There is no need to revisit or analyze the situation further. Overthinking reopens doors that awareness already closed. Trust the process that is completing itself. Your presence now carries quiet authority. You are no longer being tested. You are being left alone. The environment around you begins to stabilize. Normal routines return their rhythm. Peace settles where tension once lingered. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 13:13 to anchor lasting calm. My beloved child, the most dangerous part has already passed. The moment you paused instead of proceeding changed the outcome. Everything after that has been resolution unfolding naturally. Those involved will not confront you directly. Direct confrontation would expose their own intent. Silence becomes their safest exit. You may sense closure without conversation. This is healthy completion. Not every ending requires explanation. Remain grounded and consistent. Consistency erases suspicion. Calm reinforces credibility. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 14:14 to seal your integrity. My beloved child, what was meant to trap you has now lost relevance. It no longer fits into your present moment. It cannot attach to who you are now. Your awareness has elevated you beyond reach. You are no longer operating on the same level as manipulation. You have stepped out of its range. Archangel Michael says this experience has refined your discernment permanently. You will recognize similar energy immediately in the future. It will never surprise you again. Walk forward without looking back. Looking back gives life to what has already ended. Forward movement keeps protection active. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen 15:15 to move forward freely. My beloved child, this chapter concludes quietly, without loss or confrontation. No accusation follows you. No consequence clings to your name. What remains is wisdom, calm, and a clearer path ahead. You are no longer near the trap. You are already past it. Remain steady, remain observant, remain peaceful. Nothing hidden can follow you now. You continue forward untouched, protected, and firmly beyond danger. My beloved child, what remains now is not threat but distance. The space between you and what was meant to harm you widens naturally with each calm step you take. Nothing needs to be forced, because safety has already taken hold. Your days begin to feel lighter in subtle ways. Conversations lose tension, moments regain simplicity, and your mind rests more easily. This easing is proof that the grip of the trap has released completely. What once required constant awareness now fades into the background. You are no longer being monitored with intent. Attention has moved elsewhere, and that is your freedom. You did not escape through confrontation. You exited through wisdom. That choice protects you long after this moment passes. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 1616 to secure lasting peace. My beloved child, the experience has changed how you move through the world. You notice details without suspicion and pauses without anxiety. This balance is strength refined by experience. You now understand the power of choosing when not to step forward. Not every open door deserves entry. Not every invitation deserves acceptance. Your boundaries feel clearer without being rigid. You protect yourself without isolating yourself. This clarity becomes part of who you are. Calm decision-making replaces urgency. Thoughtful silence replaces explanation. Stability replaces tension. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 1717 to strengthen inner stability. My beloved child, nothing from this experience needs to be carried forward except wisdom. Release the memory of pressure, doubt, or fear. They have served their purpose and may now dissolve. Your path ahead opens without resistance. Progress feels natural rather than forced. What is meant for you approaches without traps or conditions. You move forward with a steadiness that cannot be rushed or redirected. Your presence alone discourages manipulation. Awareness now walks with you effortlessly. Let peace become your new baseline. Let clarity guide your choices. Let patience guard your future. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 1818 to walk forward protected. My beloved child, this final phase is integration. You are no longer avoiding danger. You are living wisely beyond it. Nothing hidden can surprise you in the same way again. You recognize the signs early and respond calmly. That is lasting protection. Remain steady, remain mindful, remain grounded. Your life continues uninterrupted and secure. What was meant to trap you now exists only as a lesson already mastered. My beloved child, now begins a quieter chapter where lessons settle gently instead of loudly. What once demanded vigilance now asks only mindfulness. This is the stage where wisdom becomes natural rather than intentional. You will notice that your reactions have changed. You pause without forcing yourself to pause. You listen without feeling the need to respond immediately. This is growth taking root. Not dramatic, not visible to everyone, but powerful. It changes outcomes before situations even form. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 1919 to ground this wisdom deeply. My beloved child, situations that once would have pulled you in now pass without friction. You recognize energy quickly and choose distance instinctively. This instinct is not fear, it is maturity. People sense your steadiness even if they cannot explain it. Those with hidden motives feel less comfortable approaching you. Those with sincerity feel safer in your presence. You are no longer easy to rush. Urgency no longer overrides your judgment. This alone removes many future traps before they exist. Your calm has become a boundary. Your silence has become clarity. Your patience has become protection. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 2020 to strengthen calm authority. My beloved child, this season teaches you that peace is not passive. Peace is active awareness without tension. It is knowing when to move and when not to. You will still encounter challenges, but they will feel different. They will announce themselves early. They will not ambush you the way this one tried to. Your confidence now comes from experience, not assumption. You trust yourself because you proved your discernment. That trust stabilizes every area of your life. There is no need to revisit what happened. Reflection has already done its work. Looking forward is now the most powerful choice. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen 21:21 to move forward grounded. My beloved child, the strength you gained is quiet but enduring. It does not seek validation. It does not need recognition. You walk differently now, even if only internally. Your decisions feel aligned rather than reactive. This alignment keeps your path clear. Others may not notice the change, but outcomes will. Less conflict. Less confusion. More peace. More clarity. More stability. Type Amen 22:22 to anchor lasting stability. My beloved child, this is not the end of a story but the elevation of perspective. You are not hardened, you are refined. Not guarded by fear, but guided by awareness. Carry this wisdom lightly. Let it inform, not burden you. Life continues forward with greater ease now. Nothing that once tried to trap you holds relevance anymore. It cannot follow where you are going. You have moved beyond its reach permanently. Remain calm, remain present, remain aware. Your future unfolds safely because you walk with discernment now. This chapter closes in quiet strength, steady peace, and lasting protection.